Jonathan Abbott, A-B-B-O-T-T.
And where do you live?
Rural Lincoln County, Caldwell, Missouri. Lincoln Township, correction. I'm a member of Caldwell County. I'm also the East Commissioner-elect representative of Caldwell County. I've heard several things, actually over the last couple of years since I've lived here. I am not an original Caldwell County native. I grew up in the military, lived all over the United States. I've owned several businesses of my own. I've had the chance to live in big cities. I've had the chance to live in rural areas. So my perspective doesn't come from someone who's a native of this area. My perspective comes from someone who's seen a lot of different things succeed and fail. I am not a farmer. However, I happily will teach the child that my wife is about to have, that we're about to have, how to be a farmer. Because there's excellent qualities therein. We did not move out here to see power lines. We moved away from big cities, Phoenix metropolitan area, San Francisco, Huntsville, Alabama, New York, places I've lived, to get away from big power lines. If you want big power lines near a big city to facilitate the power needs of another big city, run it through Kansas City. If they want jobs in Platte County or Kansas City, if they aren't opposed to those, let them have them. I know why they don't go there, because there's far more regulations, there's far more complaints, there's far more things that they have to do to make those needs met in those areas. We get that. We're not naive out here. We know they want to come through here because we're a small population base. I happily stand before you as the other county commissioner did previous to let you know that the majority, almost all of Caldwell County does not want these power lines. They don't. There's no benefit to us. I've heard the claim for jobs. Briefly touch on this. It is very common that our industry of jobs and the makings are being subsidized by electronics and efficiency because we know people become inefficient. It's always a complaint for job production. These power plants and these lines are designed to be self-sustaining, running with minimal manpower because they don't want to pay for the benefits, the workman's comp, the injuries, the hourly wage. They want to be able to let a computer do it. So once these power lines are up, those jobs are done. You can go find another job working another power plant somewhere else, or you can go dig another ditch. It doesn't have to come through Caldwell County. Ray County's right here next door to us. Have you approached Ray County? 4 miles south, Ray County. Why not them? South of Kansas City, Cass County, Johnson County, they're pretty rural. Why not them? If this power line's coming through Dodge City, Kansas, across all of Kansas, why us? Is it because we're lowest population base and you think we're the least impacted? We're greatly impacted. My wife and I actually are building solar and wind power on our property. It is expensive. It is cost prohibitive. The maintenance and repairs are challenging. To tell us that 500 megawatts will be available in some centralized Missouri plant, and I was just told over here by the representatives of Clean Line that they are only allowing 500 because that facility is not capable to sustain more power. As populations grow and power increase needs, guess what? You're going to have to rebuild that entire infrastructure to support the power output of a 500 megawatt system. That cost never goes to the investors. I know I used to be a business owner. That cost goes to the recipient and the user of that product. Your business expense will become cost increase to energy users. None of us want to pay increase in energy. Sure, we want increased reliability in energy. That's unjustifiable. To just come in through here and say, we're going to claim that this is a benefit to this county when it's benefiting Cincinnati, Cleveland, maybe rural and metro St. Louis, maybe if they want to buy it. It's supposed to go to Chicago, but I understand that they're not going to get the majority of it. If we don't want to buy into that system, those costs and expenses go to someone else. I'm a public servant outside of being a county commissioner. if there's an emergency that happens, which was referenced earlier by the county commissioner, if one of these lines break, guess who responds? Me. Those men over there. Risk. Are they counting the risk for all of us? Have they considered what they're not going to cover? The damage to our roads, our life and safety? I don't think they have. They haven't approached me. They haven't said, hey, sir, hey, law enforcement members, this is what you're going to have to train for when one of these falls or when one of those lines blow up. Where's my training? Are you going to pay for that for everybody in this area? Every resident? Thank you.
Thank you.